We're going to do a full card prediction for every single MMA fight on one championship. Full blast right here. A lot of really good fights. 3 MMA fights on the entire fight card. We got Anthony Do and Hugh Young, Edward Kelly and Ahmed Fares. And then in the co-main event, we got a really good bantamweight fight with Kantaraji as Zankar Agasa versus Wazy. If I am saying the name correctly, sorry if I'm not, but that is the co-main event right there. Should be a really good fight card. But let's take a look at the first fight on the fight card right here. This one is going to be a really good fight. We got Anthony Do and Hugh Young in this first fight on the fight card. Anthony Do with 7 wins and 4 losses, 28 years old. You look way down here. 4 knockout wins, 2 submission wins, and 1 decision win. Out of his losses, 2 submission losses, 1 knockout loss, and 1 decision loss right there. 1 amateur loss coming by knockout, and then 1 amateur win coming by knockout, 1 submission win, and 3 decision wins as well. Most likely, if Anthony Do were to win the fight, it'd probably be in the striking game by either knockout in the very first round or any dominant striking decision win like that. Hugh Young not doing too good at all. Horrible, horrendous record of 5 wins, 6 losses, and 1 draw right there. He is 22 years old, but he's on a horrible streak right now. Anaconda choke submission loss and 3 decision losses in a row like that. Overall, he has 3 decision wins and 1 knockout win right there. Out of his losses, 3 submission losses and 3 decision losses. The main way Hugh Young will win this fight would probably be wrestling and ground pounding for 3 straight rounds for the decision win. That's the main way I see him winning. A lot of people, 95% going Do to win the fight. Anthony Do got a lot of people saying he's going to win right here, mainly by KO and TKO, but personally, I think it's a lot closer of a fight than most people think, because Hugh Young has some really good wrestling, and if he gets a fight down on top of Anthony Do and just ground and pounds and wrestles for 3 straight rounds, could honestly just win the fight just doing that for 3 straight rounds. But overall, it's a pretty obvious prediction on, I'm just thinking of who's going to win the fight, would be Anthony Do, of course. His striking is much better, really good kickboxing, and really good power in his hands and feet as well. I think in the striking game, Anthony Do will win the fight, probably by unanimous decision, maybe by unanimous decision, or sorry, maybe by knockout in the first or second round as well. I'm gonna go Anthony Do to win the fight by unanimous decision, but again, Hugh Young has some pretty good wrestling and could go out there and just wrestle and grind up him for 3 straight rounds. Do not let this record fool you. He has some really solid wrestling, so we'll see what happens right there. But my prediction would be Anthony Do going out there and winning the fight by unanimous decision right there. Ahmed Fares and Edward Kelly right here. Y'all are gonna get really shocked when you see this man's record and how he wins his fights. It is absolutely insane. Ahmed Fares with 16 wins and 3 losses. You look way down here. 13 submission wins, 3 knockout wins, 0 decision wins. What in the world? The man has finished every single one of his fights, and every one of his losses has also been a KO, TKO, or submission loss. Oh my god, that is just absolutely insane. You look right here, spinning head kick knockout win, armbar submission, rear naked, armbar, head kick, armbar, rear naked, armbar, rear naked loss, armbar triangle, Dr. Stoppage, and a first round of rear naked. Oh my god, that is a lot of finishes right there, but this man obviously wants the fight to go to the ground as soon as possible. His kickboxing is also really good in the striking game. They have a humongous age advantage over Edward Kelly as well, being only 29, almost 30 years old, and Edward Kelly being 37 years old right there. But Edward Kelly with 12 wins and 8 losses, 6 knockout wins, 3 submission losses, and again, only 1 fight going all the way. I really don't know how that happens, but 4 knockout losses and 1 submission loss with 3 decision losses as well. I'm saying it right now, Edward Kelly by KO, TKO in the first or second round, or Ahmed Fares by submission in the first or second round is pretty much that simple. But I think Ahmed Fares will do a good job getting the fight down, doing what he always does, grappling and wrestling, getting the submission most likely in the first or second round. So there's a possibility that Edward Kelly goes out there and defends the takedowns, keep the fight on the feet, and gets the knockout in the first or second round. But I think Ahmed Fares goes out there and gets the fight down and grapples and wrestles for 3 straight rounds en route to a unanimous decision, or sorry, not a unanimous decision, to a submission win in the first or second round right there. But yeah, I got Ahmed Fares winning the fight by submission in the first or second round right there. Should be a really good lightweight fight. Kantaraj Shankar Agasa versus Wazy. Again, if I'm pronouncing the names incorrectly or correctly, whatever the case may be, just correct me in the comment section below, because that's a pretty long name right there. I'm from America, I don't really know how to pronounce these names, but Kantaraj Shankar Agasa versus Wazy right here in the co-main event in a bantamweight fight. Kantaraj Shankaragasa with 11 wins and 2 losses. Wants his fight to go to the ground and wrestle and grapple with 11 wins and 2 losses, 5 submission wins, 5 decision wins, and 1 knockout win. Really good wrestling and really good grappling from Kantaraj Shankaragasa right there. We see really good striking, really good power in his hands as well. You go way down here. God dang, 6 knockout wins on his record out of his losses, all coming by decision right there. As an amateur, 0 wins and 0 losses because he doesn't have any amateur fights. But main way Weiji wins a fight, knockout or TKO in the first or second round. And then the main way that Kantaraj Shankaragasa wins a fight would be to wrestle and grapple and just get the TKO win or another submission win on the ground or just a dominant decision win right there. Should be a really good co-main event right there for one championship, full blast right here. Grappler and wrestler in Kantaraj Shankaragasa, and a powerful striker in the bantamweight division in Weiji right here. But overall, I'm very slightly going Weiji to win the fight. A KO or TKO in the first or second round. It's a really close fight. 40% going Agasa, and then 60% going Z right there. Personally, I think it's a really 50-50 type of fight. Because if Kantaraj Shankaragasa can get the fight down, use his wrestling, and use his grappling, most likely he will win the fight. But if Weiji defends the takedowns, most likely he will win the fight. So overall, my prediction very slightly leaning towards Weiji to go out there and get a nice knockout win in the first or second round. So yeah, that should be a really good bantamweight fight right there. But one is championship full blast. That was my full card prediction. I got Weiji winning his fight by knockout or TKO in the first or second round. I got Ahmed Fades winning his fight by submission in the first or second round. And then I have Anthony Do winning his fight by unanimous decision right there. A lot of really good fights. We do have some Muay Thai fights in the main event. And then a nice kickboxing fight right there on the main card. But overall, we got some really good MMA fights as well. But that is my full card prediction. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to this channel, everything like that, and we'll see you in the next video. Let's go!